Hello everybody, welcome to Sundays at the Tabletop. Today with us, I have of course UnFunnyOne, who likes to join us a bunch. Joe and Wyrm from the normal Monday show are joining us tonight. Because we're playing Time Stories, and we're playing Under the Mask, where we're going back to ancient Egypt. Because, yes.
Because we want to walk like an Egyptian.
And talk like an Egyptian. And then do the dinosaur. Oh, that's if we're going to Mario Brothers.
Everybody do the dinosaur.
Anyway.
You just dated all of us, man.
Not me, because I don't know what that's from.
Mario Brothers, the movie.
Oh god.
That thing.
Actually, really good. It gets a lot of hate, but it wasn't
It's
that
so
bad.
it's so bad. No, it's so bad. It's good.
I would agree. It's one of those...
Okay,
I
I can accept that. I've never watched it, but I've watched like critic reviews of it.
I bought it on DVD for $1.98. And the only reason I bought it was because it was $1.98.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, if you're unfamiliar with Time Stories, we travel back in time, sort of time and space, quantum leap style, into some people's bodies and solve some kind of time-based problem. Save the day. Relatively simple. We explore locations working as a team. Have to worry about the amount of time we have, because if we run out of time, we do get reset. We have a bunch of dice here that we can roll to do various things. Skulls are bad. Little blue dots are good. There we go. Basics are done. Let's rock and roll. I guess we flip over the base.
Oh, good.
Well, I'm flipping over the first card, I mean.
Oh, yes.
When you enter the transfer room, you are greeted by Laura's voice. Ah, Egypt, how lucky you are. If I could, I would gladly join you on your mission. The Egypt of the pharaohs, the pyramids, and the mysteries of the Nile. It's terribly exciting and so romantic at the same time. That being said, from what I understand from Bob, your trip is going to be a relatively relaxing day. This sounds like it's going to be terrible.
Bullshit.
Next!
So we get to go on vacation for once?
Agents, the situation is dire.
Apparently not.
Our surveillance units have detected a temporal anomaly on November 29th, 1922, the day of the opening of the tomb of King Tut by archaeologists Howard Carter. Unlike what was recorded in history, the pharaoh's funeral mask was missing. The tomb had been looted. Our calculations are clear. The Scions have sent agents to undertake the theft. Your year of transfer location is 1146 BC in Thebes, in Upper Egypt, a few days after the theft of the mask. This date is the only window of opportunity available after the temporal insertion of the Scions.
The Scions! Those bastards!
At least you're not Scions.
Or
So,
Saiyans.
do you guys think this time Bob won't fail to tell us something right before he sends us away?
No,
No,
he
he's
always does.
He's really bad at this job.
And
And then he gets mad at us when we fail, you know?
Anybody else want to read it? Or?
Once on location, find the grave robbers who must have been used as receptacles by the Scions. Then, use their knowledge to find that famous mask. One important detail, it was anointed with poison, which was behind the legendary curse of the tomb King Tut. This unguent has no doubt evaporated during the theft. You must therefore find King Tut's mask and anoint it with black henbane before placing the whole thing back into the tomb of the defunct pharaoh. Not easy, but I'm sure you'll pull it off. I'll leave it with you, Sam. Wait, was that actually a thing? Because I remember the whole King Tut's tomb curse thing. Was that actually...
Well, I know people died once they opened it.
Right, I don't know about it actually being poison.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? I don't know either, because that's almost interesting. I now want to look into that. Hold on. You guys read.
Okay. Agents, greeting! As always happy to see you. Let me show you the 3 statistics of your receptacles. Exterminate.
You're not a Dalek.
Dalek. Dalek. Sam is a Dalek.
Exterminate! Exterminate!
He doesn't have a plunger.
On this mission, your receptacles will have the following statistics: agility, charisma, and strength. A few important points. Some receptacles are linked to tokens. Only these receptacles can reach the cards whose back show that token symbol. When an element shows X, it must be discarded after use. Sorry, wait. Be good! I love to follow your adventures, but you weren't as brilliant as usual last time.
Oh man, jeez. Sam's being a dick.
Yeah.
Laura begins speaking again. A few words on the situation and the location that you'll be ready for. 1146 BC, Thebes, the Valley of Kings, is forbidden by anyone who isn't allowed there. And it's the Magi, the Nubian elite army, who are tasked with enforcing the decree. The Magi.
I have one thing to say real quick. Isn't that kind of redundant?
I
It's
mean,
forbidden to anyone who isn't allowed there.
Yes.
look, I mean,
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
it could have just been forbidden and then no one's allowed there. I think they're specifying that there's a possibility, but anyways, yeah.
It's the people that didn't go there weren't there.
Okay, there was no actual thing, no actual King Tut's curse. Apparently, like, there wasn't even, like, people, like, there's a rumor that it, like, there were the deaths that happened to the people around it, but everyone, like, kind of, there was a rumor that there was an inscribed curse on the door, but that actually wasn't true, apparently. People just died afterwards, and so people kind of made it in, so it kind of became a, oh, maybe this thing was cursed, and then eventually people came around to say, oh yeah, no, there's an inscription that was cursed.
Right.
Nah.
When changing locations, you will end up face to face with a troop of Magi each time your starting or arrival point is at a location found on the west bank of Thebes, and the time captain rolls 1 or 3 on the dice. Place a Magi card face down on Codex 1. So here's the Magi, which we'd have to deal with.
Ancient Egypt didn't have coins. Egyptians therefore used barter, based on 2 counting units. The bag of grains, which is used as a salary and as a ration by bureaucrats. The debit, which is about 90 grams of gold. Well, that would be a coin.
Well, maybe it's a ball.
For this mission, 1 debin is worth 5 grain. Place the barter card face up on Codex 2. Another thing. Okay.
I was just gonna say, like, is grain? It's a ration, right? So it's worth 1 day. 90 grams of gold is worth a lot of money. That's 1 day's worth of food. But anyway, 5 days worth of food. That's whatever.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Another thing should make you rather happy for this mission. We were able to put at your disposal on ITD, Instantaneous Transfer Device, the one shaped like a wasp. As you have learned at the Academy, the ITD allows you to change receptacles during the course of your mission. It's extremely hungry when it comes to energy consumption. Thus, you won't be able to use it forever. But this tool can be a key to successfully completing your investigation. Use it well.
So we get a
switch
switch.
bodies.
So maybe we'll encounter characters we can switch to.
Okay.
That
That's
makes
interesting.
sense if we're going into like areas we won't have access to.
Okay.
Whoever.
Okay. For the ITD to work, the mind of the person is required to be receptive to it. You'll know you'll be able to perform a transfer when the icon shown here is the particular number of receptacle you encounter. Read the ICD card aloud and place it in Codex 3. From now on, take your place in your Cassians. You'll be ready. You'll be on your way to the new empire under the rule of Ramses V, crowned pharaoh only 2 years ago. Good luck to you all, and watch out for sunburns.
God.
Well, I was prepared for a vacation, so I got my sunscreen.
Okay, so place 5 blue towntons. we can use a blue thing to basically change a character.
I don't think you can sunscreen your new receptacle.
I mean, you know, we'll have to.
I
don't
mean, we're
think they
taking this
come-
thing with us, right?
Yes, but it's coming physically.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can bring your sunscreen physically with you.
Next reading, reader.
Place 1, the item cards face down on their space. 2, the 4 plan cards face down in their dedicated space. 3, the group token on the Infalusi, the area in which you'll arrive. 4, the time token on 30 DU. 35 if you have 3 agents.
Wait,
and-
were we supposed to flip over Codex 1? I don't feel like we were.
That's the Meiji, which we fight. It says, just place it there. The Meiji in Codex 1. Every time we
Okay.
travel on the West Bank, we have the possibility of fighting these guys.
Oh, okay.
It's the 4th card from the left. It said place it there.
Mhm.
5, 3 mission successful failed cards on their dedicated space face down. Transfer, place a receptacle. Don't forget to place their life points and inventory on the card. Keep the icon reference card close at hand.
Oh,
Choose.
shoot.
What did you just do?
Sorry. No, I was trying to
Choose.
unlock the. It looked at the whole board.
Choose who the time captain.
What are you doing?
This person closes the base and places these cards next to the board.
The time counter, that's because that's not the time counter. The time counter's over here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Dang it.
I put the time counter at 30 already. You're trying to unlock the board.
I did unlock the board. I didn't know you
And
could do
that's the
that.
problem.
Then opens the Infalusia area.
Mhm.
The time captain then reads the card A out loud, and this is how the adventure begins.
Oh, hey. He didn't do his thing this time.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Ready?
Hey, before you leave, I'm oh.
Oh, wait, no.
Exterminate! You will exterminate the robbers!
Why aren't we going to Felucia?
I don't know.
Okay,
not
well,
working.
Do the thing.
Okay. You know what? Let me try something here and see if it's because
You
I had
threw
picked up the board.
around.
Go back a couple more times. Keep going. Go one more.
nope.
Keep going.
See, if you remember we had to do like a back kind of thing.
I
We
might
had
have to
this
reset.
issue. Yeah, it's not too bad. We didn't do a ton of stuff.
Yeah, I'll just reset. Hold on.
Yeah, the buttons aren't working right now.
Sorry.
It's fine. We can just take our characters again and, you know...
It's not like it was a very hard setup this time.
No.
We just flipped over the things.
How much health did I have? 2. We don't even have to go to base. We can just...
Right
Yeah.
to
Yep.
Felucia.
let me put the 5 over here. Alright.
Welcome to Felucia.
Alright. The heat is overwhelming. The air is suffocating and unbreathable. You are on the board of Fallujah. The slight current of the Nile compensates for the lack of wind and moves your boat forward. On the eastern shore, the majestic city of Thebes is exposed to your eyes. Impressive is the size. It's strongly contrasted with the western shore, which is a rocky desert showing nothing but disarming tonal shift. Sitting on the steering bar, the boatman leads the boat to the port. A boy gazes upon the desert, lost in thought. In the center, you see a abnormally large insect flying around the Felusian's mast. To starboard, a woman is feeding her child.
I think
mean-
the soldiers should fight the insect.
Yes, I agree.
Sure.
Go murder that. I can talk to someone. I have charisma.
Once you leave
I have
Fallujah, you will
charisma
not be.
too.
It will not be possible for you to board it again during this run. Once you disembark from the Fallujah, to cross the Nile, you must use the barge set.
I'll be
by
orange, so I'll take the
Team's
orange thing to mark
demonstration.
that I'm orange. So
Each crossing of the
I'll take
Nile
green.
takes one time.
okay. So each time we cross the Nile, it'll take us one extra time.
Okay. So I am completely confused. You guys are stating that you want to do things?
Okay.
What do
So
we-
So,
no. So
base-
Someone has to go to the.
so basically, these are the 4 areas we can visit. Each
Yeah,
of us.
So every time we load a new area, there will be each card represents one place you can go. We can split up. We could team up. So like, if I wanted to, I could go on his square. Also, I'm blue. I call blue.
Okay. Then I shall give you this blue one.
And you can team up. You can do whatever. You
Joe,
want.
what color were
Basically,
you
these
gonna
are your
be?
Tokens.
I'm gonna be green.
So I'll do that, and you can have this to mark that you remember that you are. See.
Wait, I'm over here.
Oh. Whoops.
Yep. Anyway, so yeah, you place them up here, keep them where they are. I mean, they're kind of placed there, but yeah. So basically, you choose a location. Do you want to go to the baby? Like this describes it. So the boatman, you can talk to the boatman, go to the boy, go to the insect, or go to the woman, and that's what these
Alright.
are. So it's like
And
it
someone
kind of
has
tells
to
you
go
in
to
the
insect.
description what they're going to be interacting with.
Okay.
And
I-
and we assume the bug's going to be a 5. So I'm going to the bug.
It's a large bug.
it's pretty freaking big. Yeah, it's half the size of the baby.
That is a large insect.
I'll go see the baby. I mean, I figured the priestess, right?
Okay.
Babies.
I'm fine with the boat guy.
Okay, then I guess I'll stick with the kid.
Cool.
Hey there, young boy.
Oh wait,
Well, we can do any order we want. So if you want to fight
we
your
can,
insect,
but normally we go left to right.
yeah. So I guess.
Give me a second.
Mhm.
Sorry. Thebes is a city on the decline. The city is corroded by corroded by greed and thirst of power. Ramses the Great had understood that by taking its title of capital away and giving it to Ramses in Lower Egypt. Here we are. Should I drop you off on the west bank or the east one?
Ooh.
Well, that was useless.
But it's good to know that it was useless. Okay. I am from Awat in Tiset. I am coming to Thebes to join the community of Setima artisans. My trading with my uncle is over now, and I've come to demonstrate my skill to the servants of Setimat, tasked with building the tombs of the pharaoh. Take possession of this receptacle, spend... Oh, so we can take this guy, this boy. I don't know if it would be useful to have the boy.
He's an artisan, which means he probably will have access to some areas.
Yes.
I mean, if they're working on a tomb, you're gonna want artisans. A lot of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's a tomb worker, so that means he might be able to get in areas we otherwise couldn't.
Yeah. But we're not sure if...
Wait,
Is
where
that-
does he say he's going? I'm from Tasai. Coming to Thebes. He's going to Thebes. Thebes is...
He's heading to Setimat artisans.
Setimat's artisans. So if we want to...
Oh, it's across... It's in the West Bank. See, entrance to Setimat.
Oh. Yeah, okay. So...
But remember, we can only ever land on this boat this time.
Well, it's more like, yeah, but... So we can't meet the boy again.
Right.
So
if we don't take him, we never get him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if we take him, do we lose one of our
Yes.
receptacles?
Yes, we would. We would switch it out. I don't know if we should this early on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
don't
I
know.
mean,
I feel like it's a very... I feel like I've honestly, just game-wise, I feel like they made this a red herring. Just, first guy, he sounds important. Artisan? And
well,
he's not
a
going to be super
kid,
useful.
though, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's not
He's
going to be
out-
that powerful. He's not going to be able to get into like restricted areas. He's just going to
True.
be like, hey, bring blocks and shave this down.
And if he gets to the Setimat, would everyone else? He might not be able to get anyone else, is the other thing, too, because he's just
Nah,
a
well-
new apprentice or something.
Yeah.
I feel like setting mod is closed, but I just think it's,
Yeah, I say we kill the kid.
you can't...
I'm just kidding.
We can't.
Push him off the boat.
It's like, nah. Oh, what a terrible accident. Anyway, are you murdering a bug, Joe, or not?
I'm the one
Not
murdering
me.
the
Oh, worm. Damn it.
You step closer to the felucia's mast, and an enormous wasp seems to freeze as you approach. You even wonder if it isn't staring at you. Then, after a few seconds of hesitation, it rushes at you and lands on your shoulder. It's the ITD. This will follow the party.
Oh my god.
They did say it was.
It looks like
They did, and I thought that might have been it. That's funny. So basically, we have a giant. Oh, and if you look closely at it, it's like mechanical.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a giant wasp that's traveling on your shoulder. That's creepy.
And I guess it actually stings people to switch receptacles.
Wow.
Just like, wow.
Well, baby person.
Alright. My travels are finally at an end. I will stay in Thebes for 3 years. If the variable Isis is if the variable Isis so allows me, in order to feed the newborn children of a family in the high aristocracy of this city. Aristocracy. Thank you. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
This city seems magnificent. I'm anxious to take care of that child.
So what they don't tell you here is you take possession of the child? No,
I can see them doing that to you.
That would be hilarious.
See, what's good about this, though, is it gets you in the house of royalty.
Uh-huh.
Ooh,
The
yes.
ITD actually, stings the baby by accident.
Uh-huh. So
Kills it. Oh.
So we checked out the boat. We just know that there's 2 people to possess on the boat.
But we can only ever do that this time around.
I don't think they're that useful, question mark. Are they better than our people?
We don't know.
We don't know.
My person.
See, this is so annoying. They're like, by the way, you're not coming back here. Here are 2 people.
Alright, my person's a priestess, and there's a whole section called Temple of Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, my
So,
guy
I think that's
my
a-
guy avoids these guards if we ever run into them. That's his special ability. That's one of his special abilities.
And I wouldn't want to
Med
change.
J, each time combat shows the arrow guy, I can cancel it, basically. And this is if your receptacle in your party has the arrow guy, you avoid combat.
And I wouldn't
So-
want to change because I have the 4 square token that only my guy can use.
Oh yeah, and only you can read. So basically,
Yeah. I can't change. You don't want to change, so it would be Matt or UnFunnyOne.
I
Yeah,
just think
and they're
that we would wait until after the temple visit to
They're
change
both
the priestess.
yeah, you're both priestesses though.
I think we should
so-
wait for now because, again, like this game, because we can reset and play again, possibly, if we really needed to grab these people. Maybe we can then. We can see what we need. I always feel like the first run is a lot of, like, scout out, learn what's going on, get an idea kind of run.
Actually,
Well, wait, no, because
mine's not a priestess of this temple. It's
no, during
Ra.
this one. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's only during this run. Okay, so.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's up to you guys. You're the
No, I
Oh
think
no,
we should stick.
you're not the priestess because it's a priestess to Ra, and
Yeah, I'm a different priestess.
I am
Yeah,
a priestess of Ra.
so if anyone were to switch, it would be you, UnFunnyOne.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to lose the ability to heal?
Eh.
For
Healing is surprisingly underpowered in this game.
let's just head off to somewhere else, and we'll worry about this maybe next run.
We'll worry about it another time.
We do have the
I will-
temples, military, the Dryer's neighborhood, and streets of Thebes. Or we could go west.
Military's
back.
quarters I can probably get into.
I feel like the streets we might, because we're trying to find something that's been stolen. I feel like maybe in the streets we might have a chance to but again, that could be a red herring.
That's true. Our first goal is to find what's been stolen, then return it to the tomb.
And poison.
Plus,
So-
we need the poison.
Yes.
We need to get the stuff.
So I think
I
we
wanna
should
go
look
to
at the. I think the streets are a good first
yeah,
option.
I
Actually.
agree.
We'll do streets.
Okay.
So I will roll this dice, and we will see how much time we lost traveling. 3.
Oh, ouch.
1, 2, 3.
What triggers the med J?
West Bank. We're on the East Bank.
Okay.
I'm on
so if
East
we're on the
Bank,
West Bank,
I'm on
we
the
have.
West
Someone else wants to read this one? I read the
Once
Once-
past the door. Oh, go ahead. I don't care.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Once past the doors of the city, you find a boiling atmosphere You find a that's right. You find a bullying atmosphere reigns in the streets, and laughter of the children mixing with insults of workers fighting to make their way. All of it overlaid by the braying of donkeys and the incessant buzzing of insects. To your left, a small group of nobles, accompanied by servants, are amazed at the sight of a statue of Ramses II. Just behind them, a man vainly attempts to pull a heavy load. Facing you, a troop of guards is walking past. Its presence met with unfeigned respect by others on the street. To your right, children are running in every direction. One of them calls out to you. Are you looking for something? The soldier, I'll go to the soldier, the chief of guards.
I could go to the nobles. I have charisma.
I'm gonna go to the children.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, you could either choose to help one of us or go to the person.
Your character has good agility, so
the only thing is, a guy pulling a heavy load might be good for you, Wyrm.
Yeah, because he might need strength.
Ooh.
That's what I would think. I was thinking me, but he doesn't look injured.
I mean, UnFunnyOne, you could try the soldiers. It's up to you, or you could go with one of us.
See, this is where the artisan would have been good. He would have fixed the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will go. I'll join.
I still feel like I should go to the soldiers then, but
yeah, because it might not be something strength-based to help out, or it might be an option of something else other than strength.
in worst case, we can always switch. But
yeah,
I'll go to this.
Okay. And UnFunnyOne, where are you going to?
I'll join the kids. I'm going to join.
Okay.
If you want to do the kids, then I'll talk to the soldiers.
Okay.
That way we are.
We're fishing
Again,
for
the
whatever's
first one's
going on.
better to scout.
Yeah.
So you kind of want to look at everything.
Okay.
Ooh, a person.
I'm from Pi of Ramses, and I'm discovering the beauty of Thebes. The city is magnificent, but the heat is unbearable, not to mention the smell in the streets. Let's cut this walk short and quickly return to our house on the shores of the Nile. The local population has a far inside that weighs on me, surprisingly smelly. It's another receptacle we can take control of.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh. So the thing about this guy, he says, return quickly to our house on the shores of the Nile. More inside that weighs on me. It's surprisingly. I almost wonder if he might be someone to take.
Yeah.
We'll consider that though. Let's look at the other things first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I went here. A man behind the carriage calls out to you. Can you help me? They're waiting for me at the Sedmat where I need to deliver this load. I need to get the wheel back on to get going. If you could lift the buggy, I'd be eternally grateful. To successfully help him eliminate 5 shields in only 1 time unit. Otherwise, the test starts over with 5. Whoa, the card disappeared from me. Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have 4 dice, so you have a good chance of it.
I have a decent chance,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you don't get it in one,
If it says it's just
over.
1, that's a good. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't get it in one go, it starts over.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
It starts over.
Okay.
So we can try it again another turn, though, and someone could
Yeah,
probably.
and you guys can help.
Yeah, we
You
can
guys
help.
can come over to help.
All right.
Alright.
Me.
Because the way it's worded, we need to eliminate 5 shields, which means, in 1 time unit, meaning we each can take a turn, and that's when the time unit goes to the next one, is once everyone has taken their turn.
Well, it's not going to be good, but the troop leader stops their march. We are looking for a man who's stolen jewels from the rich Theban. If we find him, the man will be sent before the courts and risk, at best, caning, and at worst, banishment or mutilation. If you have information on the Theban administration offers 1 deben to whoever will allow us to unmask the culprit. We don't have
this cart guy is stealing shit. Because he's the one that
Oh, it's a different symbol, technically. It's a different.
Okay.
It's slightly different. It's yellow, but different shape. It's tricky.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's a creepy child.
Hey, you're looking for someone or someplace, right? If you want, for a few bags of grain, we can get information for you. You know the city, and we'll easily be able to learn a bit more about all the rumors running around the Sea of Thieves.
Okay, so we need 2 bags of grain to get.
So 2 people should go to there, and 2 people should come to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already here, so I can post up my grain.
I have a strength of 1.
The rest of us all have
Everyone
strength
has a
of 1.
1.
I guess I'll go.
I
Wait,
can go,
wait.
I don't care. Which way do you want me to go?
I'm gonna help Wyrm, and I'll just give him 2. I'll use my turn to give him 2.
Oh yeah, your thing to give 2.
Yeah, I'll just use my turn to give you 2.
And we'll pay.
Those kids some grain.
Yep.
Hey, that
Cool.
2. The 2 got it.
Yep.
So
Now we get to reveal that.
Get to revolt.
Thank you. To show my appreciation, I can offer a bit of work. I need to unload all of this cargo at Sediment in 1 hour. Meet me there with to help with the unloading, and I'll pay you. Take the purple square, then place a timeline, then place on the timeline a
Green token.
green marker 6 spaces away from. As soon as the marker reaches that space, discard both that and the thing. Okay, so we have to get there before 6 turns pass.
So
Okay,
we're
I
on
think the
24.
kids just screwed us. Well, my dad, he works for the Dyer neighborhood, and I heard that the boss there is a meanie who sells poison. My dad says that the new bureaucrat who acts as mediator, T.I.M.E, is corrupt, and it's because of him the tombs of the Eternals are being looted. The others will say anything. I know they're just caught in the military zone, the looter of the Valley of the Kings.
All right,
Well, we
cool.
know
Oh,
we get
So-
poison from
poison
the dye place.
and looter.
Yep, we need the henbane.
Which is from the Dryer's neighborhood.
And Tamaki's corrupt.
Yes.
And, well,
Tamaki.
not
Is
only
that
that,
this
but
guy?
in the military, in the fort, I'm assuming they mean.
They're saying the military zone, the looter is the looter, but
If the looter might know where the mask
Okay.
is, right?
The
Is
nice
that-
thing about this,
We've
I think
got
this was
the
good to
one.
do. Obviously, we'll never do it again, but it was good information. It helps us know where to go.
So now the question is, we're done here.
I guess no one's taking the body.
Wait, we need the pink token, right? Pink token. I'll grab the pink
Oh,
token.
right.
Okay, you got it.
Do you want to go to the Dyer's neighborhood?
The Dryer's neighborhood now?
Or Dryer's? We know we can get poison there.
Because we have until 18 that we have to arrive in Sedimal, which is 2 rolls of the time dice, and traveling across the river, which costs us 1 time. So I don't know.
We could just
Well,
go
we
right
need the
there if we
poison.
want. We could
And
all. Well, you know what? If we go to the Sediment, we probably are going to get money, which means then we could probably buy the
Poison?
poison.
So that might not be a bad idea. So
But we could go to the. Do we have time to go to the military
feel-
quarter to talk to the
it's
leader?
going to
Yeah, I
depend
feel
on
like
this dice.
because
if the
it's gonna
dice
take
roll...
a little bit extra, but it's going to take extra time to get across the Nile, which means we should probably go to the military quarters or the temple first, just to kind of scope it out.
Well, I mean, if we
Um,
talk to the looter, we can know where the mask is, and even if we don't get it this time, we can do it again, right? You guys said. So.
Who's
because-
the Meki?
Tomeki is a bureaucrat.
Do you think it's this guy?
Yeah, well,
I don't
No,
know.
Probably not.
we don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I guess we could try the military quarter and then go.
and
Yeah, that's what I
we'll
was
see if
saying
we're on
is-
time. We'll just see if we get lucky. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. So military
Well,
quarter.
remember, if we have to, we could add 3 TU.
But that's not what we're worried about. We're worried about the green marker
know.
disappears in
Yeah.
6 to you.
So, by the way,
2. Okay.
there we go.
Alright. So military quarter. Joe, if you want to read this one.
Okay, you end up in front of the walls of the barracks. All of the troops are out in the middle of a military review. Yeah, in the middle of a military review. To the left of the entrance to the fort is guarded by many soldiers. In the center atop his chariot is a high dignitary, no doubt sent from the Theban administration, parades before the troops, and is about to make a speech. And to the right side, behind the soldiers, a small gathering of passerbys gazes upon the scene. So we got soldiers, a high dignitary, and random people.
I think the person with charisma should go to the dignitary because.
Yeah.
All right.
I could go to the. I could go to the entrance or the passerbys.
No, passerbys is the far right.
I know.
Entrance is soldiers, though, so maybe the soldier would be good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the passerbys.
UnFunnyOne, you could go to one of us and help out.
I was gonna help the charisma check.
So you're in the middle with me.
That's the middle.
You're in the middle then.
Okay. All right.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Wyrm.
The entrance to the military quarters is blocked by a large number of guards, preventing the entrance of anyone not authorized to be there. It is, however, therefore impossible to go further. However, the belt of one of them could easily be lightened by the removal of a large set of keys.
Agility check.
Agility. Dang it!
Oh god. I think I have the highest agility, don't I? 3?
I
Yes,
have
you do.
2.
I have a 2.
But we need
you
5
have a chance.
successes.
Oh, you don't have a great chance at 2 dice.
No, I don't.
Actually, no, you can't do it on 2 dice.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's impossible.
Yeah, you could get a 4.
Well, I mean, couldn't you take time and work on it anyway? I guess? Question mark.
Oh yeah, this is just a. This isn't a.
Oh yeah, it doesn't say. Yeah, so you could technically do it over multiple rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
I'll get you
Explain
5
that.
shields.
Yeah, so this is basically combat in this game. Sometimes it's more like this, where you make progress on a task.
So go ahead and roll your 2.
2.
We just get to hear someone talk. Standing on his chariot, the statesman gazes the authority and decree of arrogance as the troops resist. He stops in front of what looks like barracks leaders and speaks to troops. Thebes shelters a few criminals. A minute number to be sure, but they are still toxic to our city. Your collaboration with the Maid J and the capture of the grave robbers show us what point we need to work hand in hand. Merlad has spoken. The culprit will be sent to Australis' tribunal through emplacement in a public place. Yes.
Impalement.
Whatever.
Impalement. It's a big difference. In places.
A passerby gazes at the scene, but is visibly bored by the event. He confides in you with a whisper in your ear. That's Ramses, or Ramses Nakat. Ramses naked? What? The High Priest of Amun. If you want my opinion, he's beginning to believe himself the equal of the Pharaoh. A few more years, and High Priest will no longer be simply supplicant of the Pharaoh, but his equal. What terrible times. But they managed to catch the grave robber, though. A certain Nebka.
Ooh.
They caught the grave. Okay. Well then we need
But
the
we
keys.
don't have any of the tokens yet, so yes. I guess, yeah, we could all move over.
Yeah, let's just all go.
Wait, someone with... I'll just give 2 to UnFunnyOne. Roll your dice. Your 3, since you're the best one at this anyway.
Yeah.
Alright. Is there a way to grab multiple dice?
Yeah. Click and drag.
Yep. Oh, too many.
Too many.
Just
So let's
click,
roll through.
drag over 3.
He gives you 2 successes, not 2 dice,
So
which is
3.
enough.
Yes.
You take the keys.
I'll fish out item 6.
I bet anything item 6 is just gonna say it's the pink one or the.
God.
Gray or black.
What's the item 6? Do. Oh, it doesn't say.
a key.
It's the key.
It's just a key.
Yeah, so we need something else
There
to
you
go,
go.
further.
Yep. So I guess we should cross the river now.
Actually, let me just do that.
Just around the riverbed.
And Hey, this goes away.
And we lost it.
1, 2, 3. And also, we would technically encounter some mage, and you get rid of them. They're like, hey, what are you doing over here? And you're like, oh, all right, Dad.
I am part of you.
I work with you. And you're like, oh, okay. Continue what you're doing.
We miss getting paid, though.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
we could have gotten to pick, yeah. UnFunnyOne, you want to read this one?
Hello?
I'm muted. I was talking this whole time. That's odd. Your progress along the western shore isn't without hardship. A heavy sun, a perpetual cloud of dust that parches your throat. You still manage to reach a valley in which rests a fortified village, sitting against the side of a mountain bearing small chapels and necropolises. This village is Setmat, the place of truth, where all artisans tasked with erecting the tombs of the pharaohs reside. Your travels are interrupted by a guard post where the armed Magi, who control any passage into the zone, are stationed. To the left, many Magi are sitting and getting vocal around the game. Beside them, 2 other Magi are inspecting the cargo of a line of donkeys laden with water-filled Aphorni? Okay.
Amphoria? I don't know. I'm really bad at
Amphoria.
Okay.
Amphors. Yeah.
I don't.
By the way, I want to say whoever was in charge of writing these must have really hated the heat. Every single one has been like the blazing sun, sweat from your pores. And then this was like the perpetual cloud of dust that parches your throat. It's like, wow, whoever wrote these really hates heat.
They locked them in a desert.
Okay, so should I go to the ones the Magi getting vocal?
The charisma could either go to Great Games or the people. I don't know.
I think you should go to the middle one because it looks like that guy's
I'll go to the one with
entrance.
multiple because I feel like those ones might. Oh, cargo line.
Oh wait, is the games the left?
The Games is all the way on the left. Yes.
I'm going to the games. I'm allergic to Amphoria.
All right.
Wait, no, the far one is interrupted by guards who.
That's the middle one. It actually talks about the middle one first, and then to the left, and then the donkeys.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, to the left. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'll go to that one as well because it might be a charisma check kind of thing, like talk them out of it or.
Okay, around the 2 men who are facing off with die rolls and movement of pawns, jokes and laughter erupt until you step closer, when silence falls and the faces turn towards you. One of the men clearly gestures for you to go elsewhere and not argue. You can insist on talking to them, in which case immediately reveal I don't have that.
That's the one over here.
Yep, so I can't do anything.
Well, no.
Do you insist on talking?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to insist on talking to him. I'm going to be ballsy.
It's a fight.
Oh, shite.
Wait, but if one of your receptacles
has
the symbol, which I have,
avoided. So I'm avoided. Yay!
Yeah, that's me. That's my thing. Is Magi. Each time a combat shows blah, and I can cancel it.
You're like, hey, you guys, he's with me.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, I just imagine he pulls out his bow and just points it at them, and they're like, "Oh, okay, all right, he's good, he's fine."
Oh well, nothing happens. Next.
Yeah, you immediately have to leave.
All right. As you approach the 2 guards, one of them stops his careful inspection of the convoy. From the looks of you, you aren't servants of the place of truth. Unless you have a pass from the visor to allow entry within these walls, you'll have to wait here for the permission of the tomb scribe.
10 time units. That's not happening.
Wow.
Nope.
It's Vizier.
Whatever. Visor.
Visor.
Water carriers isn't the most respectful of jobs. 10 trips back and forth over the day to quench the thirst of a few thousand servants of the community. What's tiring is the shadows who are really starting to get old and wreck their backs. The administration needs to think about restoring them.
Well, this was useless.
If they want to avoid more strikes than those from here. Okay, this was pointless.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like, shut up.
Well, we're not waiting 10 turns, so where do you want to go now?
Alright, so going across the river was useless.
Well,
We could have
if we
gotten the
got
money.
yeah, if we could have got
Do
there.
you want
early-
while we're here, do you want to check out the tomb?
Can we?
It looks very forbidden. I don't know what that symbol over there means.
I don't. Well, it didn't say anything. Honestly, that symbol looks like water.
Yeah, like a fairy.
Yeah, it looks like a fairy. We could try.
I feel like it's just since I'm here. This guy, there's this. I feel like we should at least. Just
I guess
try it.
sure we can try it. We'll see what happens.
Dose.
Okay, two times not too bad.
And what is this?
King Tut's 2? Yeah.
Who wants to read it?
I said dentist.
Okay. The road to the tomb is as difficult as you must keep going despite the heat and dust devils. Then the first hypogena, those tubes dug into the ground with an entrance in the mountain itself, begin to appear, with them holding as many pharaohs as of the new empire. You are now in the Valley of Kings. You expect to find nothing more than rocks and reptiles around the eternal house of King Toast, but you're surprised to end up face to face with a dozen soldiers. To the left, Deviant soldiers are drawn and ready to shoot. Watch over the scene. Later make up an upper. The latter's made up an upper officer tracing what seems to be a map in the dust, internally entrenched with a mage. The right mage are mirroring those who have faced them, being on guard. If Emmet or Sethi are not in your group, you're not.
I'm Emmet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So we can
So,
go.
I'm gonna go to
I'm
the people
going to
drawing
go-
bows at us.
Since I can read, I'm going to go to number 2.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
I guess I'll go to the other soldiers. Maybe.
UnFunnyOne?
Where do you want to go?
I have no idea.
I'm just assuming that maybe reading's useful on C, so.
Maybe.
I guess I will stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Honestly, that's this is kind of how the first part of this game goes. By the way, you don't know what you're doing; you just do things.
Okay.
Alright.
Uh-huh.
Alright. The
Heat
regiment.
today is unbearable, and our leaders have been talking for hours about the deployment of new regiments. As soon as this meeting is over, we'll head back to the headquarters to rest. We won't miss taking this break after having spent last week watching over the West Bank in collaboration with the Medjay. And we can possess them.
Okay.
I'll decide on that after I see what else happens.
You approach the ranking officers, who are surrounded by a few Medjay and Theban soldiers. The Egyptian leader, who was sketching maps on the ground, interrupts his monologue and asks you the reason behind your presence in the Valley of the Kings. You can answer that one of 2 ways. You're performing a routine patrol, immediately reveal that, or you are leading an investigation into the looting. I'm
So
going to say
basically-
into the looting.
Yeah, I say into looting. I think that makes sense, right?
Okay.
And
we
both
get
of you will go
green.
over there.
Okay. Investigation loaded, but who requested investigation? Falls on the Theban district, and I'm the Theban authority.
And they have
you
one
have
time
one-
unit to succeed at the test.
And reveal.
Succeed at this test.
Uh-huh. And you have 5.
Charisma.
Yep.
Well, I have decent charisma.
And if you fail, we must leave this
I
location
have-
immediately.
Decent charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 as well, so we both get 2 dice.
Okay.
So
My
between the
3
two of us,
charisma would have been useful.
yes.
All
You
right.
could choose. Can't you choose not to take your? Do you
I
have to
got
be on the
4.
same tile?
I got 4.
Okay,
on
so
the same
there's
space,
1.
yeah.
I only need to get 1 then.
Yeah, don't fail this, Joe. Damn it.
Crap!
Well.
So it says leave immediately. Does that mean this time unit? Does that mean you can take your turn?
I think we leave immediately because we couldn't even reveal this because we get kicked out.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially since now we know if we do this again, we're doing a routine patrol.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Or have me
Well,
speak.
routine patrol could just be as bad.
Yeah. Well.
Yes.
Well,
but at
no,
least it
because
gets
you
us
notice
to
if
the
you
same point.
succeed, you reveal the routine patrol one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. So
Yeah.
So it's probably fine.
So we need
Yeah.
another time location. Where do we want to go now? We haven't been to the temple or to the Dryers neighborhood.
I say dryers.
Yeah, might as well go to Dryers.
We know there's something we need there.
Okay. So
Well,
that
actually,
sucked.
maybe the temple would have herbs, and we
one
could avoid pain.
and two.
Okay. Alright.
Yay! Yep.
Alright, I'll go. You wander into the neighborhoods of the city through often narrow streets where it's not unusual to be bumped into by a group of laughing children or by animals laden with the bags of grain. A foul odor suddenly fills your nostrils. The coloring vats from the dryers exude a verdant?
Fetid.
Fetid stench that forces you to cover your noses. To your left, a dryer takes a break, a glass of beer in hand. To much further, not much further, one of his colleagues is working, carrying loads of cloth to vats filled with red liquid. And finally, to the right, the foreman looks over the handiwork of workers, often sitting while sitting comfortably in a large chair.
I'll go to
So
the
charisma
foreman.
person should go to the
Yeah,
foreman.
I
Someone
think
was-
someone who's moderate at charisma should go to the dyer, because wasn't that person who we'd want to get stuff from?
Well, I'll
A
go
dryer. Someone with strength could help out the guy carrying stuff.
Yeah, I think
I'll help the
Strength should
carrying.
go to the carrying guy. And,
I guess I'll go to the break guy.
Alright, and I think I'll help out Tantus.
Sounds good.
I don't know why, but I've just pictured my guy with this like giant, with like this intimidating look with the giant bug on his shoulder going everywhere.
Greetings. I'm in a tight spot. My brother has just had a kid. I would have killed, as tradition dictates, to offer him a toy for his birth. But I'm stuck here until the tunic order is finished. If you can find a toy for me, I'll give you a good price for it.
Oh, wood hippo for money. Nice. Well, we don't have a wood
Alright.
hippo.
No.
Don't you see I'm busy? Pfft, I've got nothing to say to you. Leave me alone. Before turning his back to you, the man indicates a less exposed area with a movement of his eyes. You take a few steps in that direction, and he reappears in front of you. I like talking away from prying eyes. If you can afford it, I can trade you a beautiful bit of jewelry for half its value. Interested?
Well,
This is
don't
where we
have
get the
money.
jewelry.
But we don't have the money to get it.
Well, it might not be the headset. It might just be some jewelry. What do we need jewelry for?
Hey, but it also says keep this token from one run to the next.
Yeah, if you refuse,
so-
you get the golden.
Yeah. The gold,
Yeah.
the gold token.
We don't have a gold token or 5 grains.
So here, Wyrm, you can have this and keep it from one adventure to the
because
next.
I think we should refuse and take the gold token
Yeah.
because I feel like that's more valuable at this
Well, that's
moment
all we can
because
do
we
right
keep
now
this.
anyway.
Wait, he's the jewel thief, which we can tell the guys
Yeah.
about. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Come on, put a little effort into it. A hems, more wind. Pff, it's way too hot, you see. The man stares at you. You're not here to buy tunics, are you? Some herbane? No worries, I have enough to kill an ox, but I hope you have enough to pay for it. Okay, so we need 2 gold to buy poison from
Alright.
him.
To buy enough henbane to kill an ox.
Well,
The
crap.
only place we haven't been is the temple.
And then we could also
we
try
could- we could
possessing
take a-
people.
Yes.
Yeah, we could take let's go to the temple first, and then we could swoop back around and see what happens when we possess certain people.
Like I think the noble in the city streets.
Ooh.
Gosh, we've gotten so unlucky with that.
Well, we might be able to get the city streets and possess that noble and see if he's
Okay,
got
wait,
anything
what
good.
happens when we hit the...
0?
Yeah.
We reset. Basically, we get sent
We
back.
reset.
Basically, Bob brings us back out to the future and it's like, you guys suck! Do better!
Yeah,
Okay.
basically the way it works is like times, like you go back to the same time and attempt to change it every time, and if you fail, nothing happens, and you have to.
So it's a
try
game of
again.
memory. Like, oh wait,
Hey,
do this.
Square!
Yeah. One
You
of the
can
most
go there.
Yes, I know. One of the most beautiful religious complexes of ancient Egypt is in front of you. Karnak. All of it dedicated to Amon-Ra and his wife, Maut. You pass beyond the imposing wall about 30 meters high to reach the
For a second, I thought you said
luxurious-
Mount. I'd be like, wow, she really.
Yes, mount that goddess. To reach the luxurious gardens of the complex. After a few meters in the alleys, you are bypassed by bearers of walking at breakneck pace, loaded with large bags filled with grain. In the middle of the gold-covered cedar doors leading to the great temple of Amon, and to the right, a priestess is in the middle of her devotions, facing the temple and chanting prayers and psalms. Maybe a priestess should go there.
I'll go there because I'm a priestess of Ra.
Yeah,
I'm
the
gonna
priest of
say,
Ra should go to the woman. I'm going to the grain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you to the grain.
Well, Joe, you
Okay.
have the symbol. You can
Oh
go
wait,
over there.
I guess I can go there.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I guess I'll
'Cause
go
that's how
there.
that is how that works, right? We don't have to reveal something and then go over there. You can
No.
just go over there.
Yeah, I can just spend it.
Place the token directly on the card. The token be used only by the receptacle. It is discarded if the receptacle ever leaves play. Basically allows you to travel there.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't have to discard. I keep
Nope.
it. I go there.
All right.
Okay, first.
Boop. The bearers pause, their wigs letting drip large beads of sweat. For delivering these grains to the priest, they will be used for tomorrow's ceremony. One of them explains to you, you can use the bearer's bread to steal a few. You can use the bearer's break to steal a few bags. I can
Agility
try.
test of 5 to get 3.
Yep.
I could help you next time.
Well, I mean, I can at least try. I have 2. I can,
Oh, why is this one?
I don't know. Reasons. Nope.
Nope.
Alright.
These people do not have. These tests do not have high value of people's perception.
They're just like sitting there.
In front of the door, 3 priests block your entrance into the temple. I suppose that you're also looking for Heathcliff? No? Apparently everyone wants a piece of that artifact. He entered the temple about an hour ago. Oh, architect, yeah. He entered the temple about an hour ago. He had an appointment with some priest to talk about the renovation of the door to Naus?
Sure.
Where Amon resides. In any case, 2 Theban soldiers are looking for him earlier. As for entering the temple, access is for the faithful only. The priest then turned away from you.
Oh, jeez, jerks. Okay. Approaches Priestess. She's kneeling and turned towards the sun, and nothing seems to be able to break her out of her ritual. On her belt is an open perch. You catch a glimpse of very small jewels. You can attempt to steal from her for only 1 TU. If you succeed, take 3 gain. If you fail this theft, take the silver thing. I will probably fail that. So
Try.
I mean,
Bit 2, there's a chance,
there's a
but do you really
chance.
want to take the?
Well, can't you give yourself 2? Or
no.
does it say another player.
It's another player. I give
no,
I
that to.
think you have to attempt or not attempt. If you have to actually fail to get the silver.
Yeah.
So you can try and see what happens.
I think I will not do this turn. If people wanted to come and do this, I will give them an assistance, but I feel like it's probably not a good idea to, just try to steal instantaneously.
You are now in the famous hypostyle room. Wow, that's a lot of very hypo style. Where you stand over the 100 columns reaching 20 meters high. In the center of this majestic room, 2 guards are about to arrest a man named Haquib. Ajib can get other agents into the temple and thus grant them access to this card. Okay, so I can get you guys in. To do so, you must move and thus spend 1 time unit. If you want to use the ITD on Hajib, you must first get rid of the guards, which is 1 time with charisma.
Yeah.
Then to take possession of this receptacle, spend 1 time, one token from the ITD, and take item 8. This might be worth it for me.
Since we've been everywhere else, I feel like this is worth pursuing.
Yeah.
So this is probably where we should have went first.
Yeah.
And I need 4 shields.
Alright, so if I go to where Tantus is, we're almost guaranteed that we'll succeed, because I have 3, and he can guarantee 2.
Yeah.
Well, let me roll my thing for...
Charisma, you're 2.
And I can just keep trying for as long as I want here, because there's no penalty for failing.
Yeah.
I'm basically just walking over, going, oh, nope, turn around. Oh, I walk over. Oh, no.
1. So it gets rid of the time.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, so the worst part of that entire thing you got rid of.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we lose a time. Did someone do that?
Yeah, I'm moving it down. Okay! I guess Wyrm, if you want to try to steal from those dudes some more.
Woo, got 1.
Alright, UnFunnyOne. You can have +2 to steal from that lady.
Meaning you only need to get 1. Oh my gosh, you got 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally stole some grain.
Have some grain. On. We also have this key that we don't know what it goes to.
Yeah, see, this is a great place to go first, because we get so much grain, and then we also get this Hajib guy. So this is definitely where we go first next time.
Yeah.
We'll see how useful Hajib is.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
we
see
will.
what happens. 2.
Okay. I guess we're gonna all sit around because we can't do
Well,
anything.
you
Well,
guys
someone
could go and help
could
him.
help me steal grain.
Yeah,
Oh.
because if you go to me, I have to spend the time unit.
Okay, hey! I'm gonna go talk to those guys and be like, hey, so how's it going? You know, have +2 to your roll.
Alright.
Well, no, it says they do so they must move and thus and then what? Do you spend the time unit or do we spend the time unit?
I spend
it sounds
the
like we spend the time.
For
you
one,
want
I
to
add
use
2
the,
to a dust of another player present in the same space. Must be used before the die roll.
He spends a time unit, so he doesn't take a turn and lets you do it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, I can pretty much almost guaranteed pass this, because there's only 3 left. And
Okay, but yes, you could have us move in there with you, Joe. It's just that we would lose a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spend our turn moving in there with
Well,
you.
actually,
Do you
maybe
want me-
one person should do that.
Actually, why doesn't Wyrm do it? You guys can go over and clear that out.
Sure. Just
Yeah.
in case something happens.
So Wyrm can't roll this turn, but if Joe fails, he gets a roll.
Yeah.
Alright, so 2 plus 2, so 4. So we
You got it.
Yeah, we got it.
So we got
So
3
you get
more.
3 more grain.
Yeah. And
You got a
Joe?
lot of grain.
And you roll your charisma.
Yep.
Hey, you got it.
Totally got it. Now that
Okay.
it's gone, I can possess that guy.
Okay.
Or I can if you want to do me.
Well, it makes sense for me to do it since I'm not.
'Cause you spent your
I
token,
spent the
yeah.
token. That's his main thing, other than reading.
I'll get out
And he
item
should be
8.
able to read. This guy should be able to read as well.
Here's item
That's
8,
true.
Yeah.
which is
Ajib.
Hajib.
Item 8. 2, 1, 2. So, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Architect. When Hajib takes part in a test that contains gold symbol, he can eliminate 2 shields before starting the test.
And take
I
24.
was
Also
sure
take
this whole thing
items
would end up
4
back.
and 24.
Handing over the papyrus, including the ones I need to hurry to return
I get
to
a
the
map,
house. I was supposed to be
Piece of
risk-free, and
parchment.
now I'm
which is a map,
Mm-hmm.
accomplice in a grave robbery.
and I get.
Are you people not? Are you people reading his thing?
Yeah.
He
Not
says.
yet.
He says. I need to. Okay. He says. Like this whole thing ended up badly. Handing over the papyrus, including the one that I need to hurry and return to the House of Books, was supposed to be a risk-free, and now I'm accomplice to a grave robbery. What did I get myself into? If I hadn't been seduced by Mehet, I wouldn't be in this mess. but it was my only chance to get her out of her status as servant in Thomekivia. That's the guy. The Thomekivia
Must
is
be
the guy.
the diplomat,
is
the one we saw at the beginning, right?
The one we saw in the
think-
streets. That was like.
The one we saw in the streets.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, the first one we ran into.
Where the hell did that one?
So if we get this guy and Thomekivia, we can probably do both of their things with relative ease.
Hmm.
And we get a new location to go to.
Which will stay on the map. We could go to the villa. I mean, we could try
We
to
should go to the villa
We can
because if we get a 2, we have 1 turn there, and
Yeah.
then we'll reset. But
Yeah.
we should at least see what it is.
One.
We'll have some time there.
We have 2 turns there.
What location is that? 5.
5.
Ah, wow.
Whoever wants to read.
The Thomeki home is one of the nicest in Thebes, located near the Temple of Mount, in front of the alley of the Sphinx, leading to the Karnak Temple. It impresses you with its finely painted
Be right back.
facade.
Get water.
After a man quickly checks your name on the list, you walk to a patio that is bathed in a effervescent, festive ambiance. To your left, an opening leads to the kitchen. Not far from there, a servant is doing the rounds of guests, holding a platter. In the middle of the yard, women are dancing to the beat of musicians under the wizened gaze of the nobles present. A bit further away, in a room at the edge of the patio, a woman is shouting at her staff. Nearby, a cradle is attracting the attention of a woman. Behind the opening to the right, a flight of stairs seem to lead to the upper stores. This is the baby place, I bet.
Yeah.
Like, the woman from the boat.
Oh. So we'd probably go here if we do the baby thing as well.
Yeah.
Where does everyone want to go? I think I can go to this lady up here who's shouting at people because she seems noble, and I could be like, "Yo, noble lady, what's up?"
Well, I don't have much charisma anymore.
Well, I have a good agility, right?
I have a decent agility too.
So I'm thinking.
But you have the best, I think, don't you?
Yes.
I have 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking where the guy is cooking the kitchens, because we might have a chance to get more grain, which means more money for us.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna go dance with the chicks.
All right.
Yeah, because right now we have 6. We need 10 to get 2 gold to get the poison.
Because I think that might be agility as well.
Well, we can get 1 gold just by identifying, because we know who that guy is, and we can just go to the, like, if we go to the streets before we would go to get the poison, we can get a gold there instantly.
We can also help
because
the
we
guy
keep
with the card
this.
again, right? So we know what the guy needs, right? The guy
Oh,
with
who
the
has
card?
the key? The key should probably go to the upper stairs.
Oh,
Oh,
I
wait, is
do
it
have
locked?
keys.
Does it say...
It doesn't,
can't-
but it could. It might. It
No,
might.
Oh,
it
you're
says
saying-
a guard in the military part of town.
Yeah,
That's where we got it.
but it's from the military guard. We're in someone's home, so I don't
Yeah,
know if it
never-
works.
Yeah.
But you never know. He might have a key for here for some reason.
He might.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
anyone with
dancing with
charisma should go talk to this lady, because the one yelling at the servant.
That's what I'm doing. I'm like, "Yo, lady, what's up?"
I'm dancing with the hot chicks.
All right, cool.
I'll go to behind the opening to the right is a flight of stairs. That's the far.
Yeah,
Right.
far.
right?
Yeah.
I'll go there.
Okay.
Okay. Boom. Alright. While preparing various dishes, 2 cooks are talking about their master's servants. What a beauty! They love to go up there and bring her a flatbread, just to get to know her. You also spot a key hooked to the wall.
Go for the
Alright,
key.
Get some fish, get some flatbread, or steal the key.
Steal the key. That's what we want, right? Steal the key? Plus, that's my
Fair.
best chance, I think.
Sure.
Alright. I'm gonna steal some keys. Hopefully.
No. Oh yes,
2.
you do.
2.
Yeah.
2.
You get item 27. I'll find it for you.
Okay. Well, no. Why don't I get it because you're
I'm next, aren't I?
yeah, you're going, so I'll get item 27.
Okay. Aw. In front of the dancers, tongues become untied. Tatsuki deserves his nomination to the post of mediator. At his age, it's an honor that His Majesty Pharaoh life, strength, and health is granting him. And it was high time to clean up the administration. Let us hope that Thebes will come out of this greater, as for a short time now our illustrious leaders have grown rather fonder of the coolness of the tomb on the West Bank than... What?
The Supertinus of the East Bank?
There you go. It was stupid. Got it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a waste. Stupendousness is what that means.
The Hakani's lady of the house is shouting at the staff. What a catastrophe! Kina's amulet has disappeared. It's a very bad omen. It's incomprehensible, and it's such an important day for Thermokadek. My husband's servants, you do not leave this room until my son has been calmed down!
We don't have the thing.
This might be the jewelry, right? The stolen jewelry?
It
No,
looks like a
that's
holy
the stolen jewelry is slightly different.
Yeah, this is a holy
This says
symbol.
the Ankh. If you own the Ankh, you can discard it to take the square.
Well, the stolen jewelry, the card that we got from the guy might be the Ankh, though, is the thing.
Yeah, we
Oh,
it says an
that's a good
amulet.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's in the stairs?
A door that's locked.
On the
Oh, you need
on the
fish.
rooftop. This is the. See, the cat has the Ankh in its mouth.
And you need fish to get it from the cat?
Rooftops are many grain silos. You can hear it meowing sound from one of them. When you open the silo, you see a cat with a shiny object in its mouth. If you have some fish, discard it to remove. Oh, okay. I can also catch the cat. Not gonna happen.
And I'll use up time, so it's probably really not going to happen.
I'm not gonna try right now.
Well,
Well, I don't think
out.
you could do either, right? We're at 0 either way.
Yeah.
We're at 0. Well, we were at 1.
We go to 0.
We went to
We
0
go to
this
0.
turn. We went this turn. We went to here right now for these actions.
Yeah, and so we now have this turn, right?
Yeah, I think we go to here this turn.
Alright,
So
so we know the kitchens you can get fish.
yeah, but you'd have to
just
get
check
fish.
But we don't have time. We don't
Why
have
don't
time
we
to
just
move
check
over.
out these rooms?
Yeah, we can just check out these other rooms. I'm gonna mess with the baby. Maybe I can calm the baby down. Anyway, we're
You can attempt to get the cat?
No, because if we fail, we
It
lose
takes
10
time.
minutes.
yeah.
Well, but actually, if whoever does that last, it doesn't matter. And we can just see what the cat does if they're successful.
It
We would
obviously has
need.
the Ankh. It's in the picture.
We need
Oh, yeah.
7 successes though, and like one.
Well, I have 3 dice. If someone else had agility and you, that would...
Yeah, we'll just check the rooms. Because
Yeah.
it's not going to matter.
Meki is one of the
Maki
most important dignitaries in Thebes.
Okay, good.
Was recently sorry, I'm also on the tile, so anyway. He was recently promoted to a new political office, and it's a great party to mark the occasion. But I don't have time to talk with you. Hadnx's woman of the house is besides herself. She has lost an amulet belonging to her son. Do you want a sip of beer? Unless wine and dates are more your style.
Okay. On a cradle, written the name Kenyan. Inside the baby's crying. Come close, you see the claw marks on the crater and a few cat hairs next to the child. Serving his breathtaking beauty, Mehet is attempting to calm him and seems having trouble, and the commotion of the room gets too great. You know what? For shits and giggles, I'm gonna possess this lady. And
Just see what it does.
yeah. Because
You
if
can take
we
item
had the Ankh, we could take item 11, but instead we'll turn.
Okay, yeah. So basically, we don't have to possess this woman, if we have that, which is nice.
What the hell is the key for, then?
You triggered.
It's not receptive enough to transfer.
Oh, so it's just been a waste of time to try to get her.
But we also lose the ITD
Yeah.
token you just used, but keep your current receptacle.
I mean, yeah.
Okay,
not
so
to be-
there are red herrings.
Yeah,
there
but-
are red herrings. Okay, well at least we found one this
And
time.
is that the same one that's on the boat?
No,
No, it's
that was a
not.
different one.
Okay.
Yeah. But what's the key for it? Do we lose all our items, too, when we go back?
Yep.
The only item we keep is the one that we got on the map here because it's got this little blue symbol in top corner.
What item was that?
4.
Okay, because I'm just going to do a reset because
Yeah.
it's going to be quicker.
Yeah.
But I got to run to the restroom. So I'm going to reset and then people can set back up. I'm going to run to the restroom after
All right.
resetting.
Do I keep my grain or do I start with the same
Nope,
grain?
you start with the same stuff.
We start...
Unless it says you keep it, you start
Oh,
with gold.
well, yeah, unless we start with... And we have to read the timeout thing. Mission failed, time out. Which is this one. You've once again failed miserably. You shouldn't make this a habit. You've been handling the ITD. It's for a reason. You've been good judgment investigation. What's around you? Get your hands on the damn mask. All right. That's not the end of this. Get back to it, guys. You can leave the timestamps and the remainder of the game. Reread card H in the base and follows Lara's instructions to get ready for another attempt. Basically, it's reset everything.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to reset and then I'm going to run to the restroom.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
load.